Hi, my name's Bob. I'm married to Kath, and we live on a narrowboat travelling the canal systems of England. We're what's known as continuous cruisers. That means we cruise all the time. We don't have a home base, or at least we didn't until this year. We've decided now to take a permanent mooring, but we won't use it other than in the winter. We've been going now continually. We bought this boat in 2005. She was delivered to us. I fitted it out, and then in 2006 we set off. Kath took a year off work. I'd already retired, and we set off and did a whole year just travelling the canal system. But unfortunately the weather this year has been a bit awful, and with all the rain the river levels rise and you can't get out on them. It isn't safe. So we decided to turn tail and run from Shardlow, come back down to Fradley Junction, Fazeley, and up into Birmingham. I just love Birmingham. Both of us do. And here we can find nice mooring, reasonably safe. You do get the odd drunken hooligan around, but you get those everywhere. We've been let off and banged on, but you accept that as part of your life as long as they don't do any damage. They do try to nick things off the boat occasionally, but well, I tie the bike down with a lock, and that puts most people off. We've been travelling quite a few years now, and every year I take as many photographs as I can. Most of them turn out to be just snaps, not pictures, but then at the end of the year we go through them and pick some of the best, or what we hope to be the best. Here's the pictures that we took last year. We changed the wall pictures every year. And that's on the Montgomery Canal, and that's again on the Llangollen. Back closer to home, that is Castleford, and in the background you can see there one of the large sand barges. You don't want to get tangled with one of them. They go about 700 tons, whereas we go about 15 or 16. So in any argument he would win. I think, like a lot of people who do this, our chosen lifestyle was started off by hiring a boat. And I think the things that happened to us on our first hire boat, if that doesn't put you off, you're hooked for life. We had a 3-month-old baby. We hired a boat for 2 weeks in March. This was 1980. It rained every day for 2 weeks, and we were hooked. It's a sad thing, but that's what you've got to do. Some people describe a boat as a hole in the water into which you pour money. It can be a bit like that. I do as much as I can myself, and the boat isn't one of these perfect £150,000 jobs that you buy. I did it myself. There are mistakes in it, but I made sure that the systems work. My job in life before I retired was as a maintenance engineer, mechanical and electrical, and as such the mechanical and electrical systems in this boat work. I'm not a carpenter or a cabinet maker, and you can see that in the fit out of the boat. This year we left Leeds, travelled down the Leeds and Liverpool Canal into Liverpool. That's a wonderful trip. It's been open a few years now. You have to book it, and the trip in is just fantastic. The waterways guys take you down the last 4 locks, and then you run across the front of the 3 Graces. That's the Liver building, Town Hall, and the old P&O building. And oh boy, it's a tremendous sight. This is the interior of our boat. Our entertainment is the television set, radio. We do like our comforts of home in this boat, and that was why when I designed the systems we put in heavy power. It means we have to run the engine a lot to keep the batteries going because the power usage is high. Mains television, mains iron, mains washer dryer, microwave oven, toaster. It all makes life easy, or easier for us. A lot of people don't like that in a boat, but we felt we want the lifestyle, but why be unhappy or wet or have to struggle to do too much? Well, Kath was at college doing a teacher's training degree up in Matlock in Derbyshire. I lived in Dursley at the time in Gloucestershire, and one of her compatriots at school was a cousin of mine, and nobody in their family had a car, so she asked me to go up and use my car to move her stuff back home at the end of the term. And when I went up to pick her up, Kath was one of her friends there, and we met and we clicked. It was as simple as that. And how does it go? She chased me till I caught her, or something like that, or I chased her till she caught me. Something like that anyway. But I think we both sort of recognised something in each other, didn't we? And we've been together virtually ever since.
And that's a long time.
Well, yeah.
37 years?
37 years we've been married? Yeah. You get less for murder. Fine. But it's like the horse designed by committee. Some things don't work, you've just got to go your own way. But we still rub along quite nicely. And in an environment like this where it's small, you have to get along. You occasionally get cabin fever and you have to go out. But I think this is a test of a relationship that we can rub along together in this tiny compartment. After this, we're going to head out of Bristol going south. We'll go down the Stratford-on-Avon Canal as far as Kingswood Junction. Then we'll go across onto the Grand Union Canal, down a well-known or notorious set of locks called the Hatton Flight, which is 21 double locks, and it's a heck of a job. That'll take us down World Renown, I think, and that takes you down onto the River Soar and hence to Leicester, which is a very nice place. We do like it. And then eventually we'll go right to the end of the Soar where it runs into the Trent, then up the Trent, come off, probably go to Lincoln, which is up a long straight ditch known as the Foss Dyke. It's an old Roman job, built like a Roman road. Trouble is you can't see anything of it, it's boring as anything. But when you get to the other end, of course, there's Lincoln. Beautiful. And then hopefully it'll be running towards the end of the year then, and we'll continue along the Trent to Keedby, where we will come off the Trent onto the South Yorkshire Navigation.
I mean, I live in the city centre. I've lived here for 6 years, and the presence of the canal boats is very welcome. But of course there are different communities here with different interests, so it's very important that we work together, we cooperate. Well, normally it's fine, yeah, it's absolutely fine. It's just that sometimes I understand that. So I don't think you realise the reverberation passes on to the buildings, and then they're in our flat. We have it for several hours.
Now the washing machine is saying it's got 45 minutes to run. We don't believe it.
Okay.
So Kath's going to have a look to see if she can feel the laundry.
Thank you.
It might be telling lies, but it certainly won't be any more than 45 minutes.
That would be nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
My apologies.